Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. I'm going to start with this. Armstrong wants you to believe he's all about the ecosystem. He's not. He's about his book, Bitcoin and Ethereum. How do I know? It took literal moments for Coinbase to delist XRP. You think he'll ever do anything pro XRP ever? Nope. And that's the thing. He was so quick to delist XRP, but now all of a sudden he stands with the XRP community. We're all in this together. CEO makes fun of Coinbase's CEO's speech, and this is what Brad had to say. So I want the whole industry to collaborate more. That comes from Brian Armstrong, and to discuss crypto tribalism and collaboration. Now, in response to this, Brad Garlinghouse said, Armstrong is campaigning against tribalism while being a supporter of it. In his outburst, the CEO of Ripple resorted to the once popular brand Antisocial Social Club as a reference. Brad knows he was wronged by Coinbase as well. There was no need to delist XRP, but they chose to do it anyway. Not a peep from coward Brian Armstrong when Ripple was sued. Now, because damning emails out of the SEC and the potential for Ethereum to come under fire, him and his circle buddies are frightened. Where is my songbird, you coward? And the thing is, they're all worried about Ethereum now because Gary Gensler already said Ethereum looks like a security. I believe if he loses against Ripple, he's definitely going to look into Ethereum for an easy win. And I think also they want to cash in on all that FOMO money coming into XRP. So at some point, they will relist it before it really skyrockets in price. Seems to us you delisted XRP to cripple Ripple during the lawsuit. You failed. And that's the other thing. I think they all thought Ripple was going to cower under the power of the SEC. Instead, Ripple stood up straight and said to the SEC, we will fight you tooth and nail, and we will win. And guess what? They are winning. SEC to allow amicus briefs in Ripple's support on one condition. So, the SEC takes no position on the motions to file amicus briefs by the Investor Choice Advocates Network and Spend a Bits, Inc., but requests that it be able to respond in its reply brief in support of the SEC motions for summary judgment. Those amicus briefs are not going to look good in front of the judge. It proves that XRP is a cryptocurrency and not a security. Maybe if Brian Armstrong wanted to look good in front of the XRP community, maybe he could file an amicus brief in favor of Ripple. But most likely he won't. I think Gary Gensler will be thrown under the bus at this point. That's how the SEC saves face and doesn't want to lose all credibility. And I think that's how the lawsuit will end. And the SEC's Office of Inspector General's report is worth a read. Besides the embarrassing bad performance review, the OIG concludes there is uncertainty whether the SEC has jurisdiction over crypto. And I didn't think they should be even looking at crypto. I think we need a different branch of government to do that at this point. The SEC is 100% corrupt. Breaking: Swift postpones the ISO 222 migration originally planned for November 2022. After Target 2 by the ECB, the MT-MX transition is also postponed to March 2023. But here's the thing. They're going to do a lot of things in the background, I believe, starting next month. And then eventually it's going to go live in March of next year, probably at the same time the SEC case against Ripple is finally concluded. Because then all of a sudden they're going to implement XRP throughout the world. That's my opinion on it. And that could very well happen because everything's pointing to the beginning of next year. Even FedNow is pointing towards Q1, Q2 of next year as well. So things are really looking up for XRP holders. An overwhelming majority of our global community has requested that Swift align the start of the global ISO 222 migration for CBPR with the ECB's updated timetable to ease implementation. But a lot of countries are ready right now. We look at that CBDC map and we see how some countries are already in pilot phase and other countries are ready to go live at any moment. And look what's going on inside the UK right now. They're bringing stable coins in under law, and that's very big for XRP and XLM. $9.5 trillion asset manager BlackRock headquarters was breached this morning by climate activists with pitchforks. They actually showed up with pitchforks. But it's nice to see that they're fighting back against BlackRock as well. They control everything at this point. Our media is a sham. Even Fox News, all they talk about is the elections right now and Hunter Biden's laptop. CNN, they're on some green deal going around saying everybody has to get on board with climate change and COVID vax. But the thing is, they're missing the big picture. CBDCs is what they should be talking about, informing people what's coming, letting them know this is about to happen at any moment. And you don't want to be a slave to this thing, so stand up, get out there, do something about it, protest in the street. But instead, you hear no talk at all about CBDCs. Super bullish, hodl the ODL. Ripple partner Navati to use riskified fraud management platform for secure payments. As reported by the payers, RippleNet member Navati has entered a partnership with Riskified to tap its technology in order to begin providing secure payments to its customers. This will help Navati to become the only payment processor in the Asian Pacific zone that can provide businesses with full protection against fraudulent chargebacks. Navati becomes stronger thanks to Riskified. Using its vast client base around the world, Navati, by partnering with Riskified, will be able to cut down risk and operational expense for the payments it conducts via digital wallets. This is big because we're about to see payments go live in some places, I believe, before ISO. I believe Asia wants to get going like ASAP, and they don't really need CBDCs. Banks can do this without a CBDC. Just bought a car from a dealer in London who asked me to explain how accepting payment in Ripple XRP can help his company's liquidity. A new day is coming, folks. And that's the thing. Ripple just keeps advancing throughout the rest of the world. Here in the US, it's a different story. They're still tied into that lawsuit. It's ridiculous at this point. The US needs to start moving forward with innovation and keep up with the rest of the world. The one chart I watch now more than ever is the DXY because I know once the US dollar starts falling, crypto is going to take off. I still believe we are going to get a blow off top on Bitcoin and the stock market at some point because the rest of the world is working together to crush the US dollar. The BRICS nations are. And now with oil, as far as Saudi Arabia, that's not looking good either. We're most likely going to talk about that in another video. So with that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.